Ravi de vous retrouver les passionnés pour une vidéo inédite exclusive. Aujourd'hui, on a le plaisir d'accueillir un journaliste saoudien, Monsieur Al-Walid Al-Debazi, qui nous fait l'honneur de nous donner quelques minutes pour répondre à mes questions, répondre à vos questions. Pour ceux qui suivent de très près mon enquête depuis 2020 sur les coulisses de la vente de l'Olympique de Marseille, vous savez que ce personnage vous est apparu publiquement depuis environ une semaine avec des informations pour rassurer les supporters de l'Olympique de Marseille sur l'avenir du club, sur le changement de main vers de riches propriétaires. Mais aujourd'hui, il va nous en dire plus. On va faire cet entretien en anglais, bien sûr. Je ne parle pas encore assez bien arabe, malheureusement. Et on va essayer d'en savoir plus, tout simplement, en toute tranquillité, humilité, pas là pour créer de l'impatience, pas là pour créer des animosités, pas là pour faire du clivage ou quoi que ce soit. On est là pour essayer juste d'y voir un petit peu plus clair, de voir en effet si par rapport à ce qu'il a dit par écrit sur les réseaux sociaux, sur X, ça confirme bien mon travail et lui d'où pourraient provenir ces informations pour avoir autant de certitude, d'affirmation en tout cas dans ce que l'on a pu lire. Donc les amis, je vais essayer de faire un contenu exhaustif, mais pas trop long non plus. S'il faut refaire une seconde partie avec lui, il est déjà OK sans aucun souci. Donc mettez vos questions qui n'auront pas été posées dans les commentaires et on les posera lors d'une seconde partie, la semaine prochaine s'il le faut. Mais en tout cas, on va essayer de contenter le plus grand nombre de personnes. Pour tous ceux qui sont évadés de ce sujet foot business, géopolitique, que ça n'intéresse pas, vivez, passez votre chemin. Ceux qui ont raté beaucoup d'épisodes, j'espère que ça pourra vous aider à mieux comprendre la dimension de ce deal géopolitique, politique nationale, politique locale, un petit peu sportif aussi. Bref, on va avoir le plaisir tout de suite d'accueillir depuis l'Arabie Saoudite Monsieur Al-Walid, qui va donc répondre à mes questions et aux vôtres aussi que j'ai pu recevoir depuis hier via la chaîne YouTube et les autres réseaux. Hello Mr. Al-Walid, very happy to see you here on my channel. How are you?
Ça va? Bonjour Marseille fans. Thank you for having me, it's an honor. 20 Olympic Marseille.
You are fluent in the French. We saw, we read in France that you were a physiotherapist for the national team. Is it your job? Is it your last job? Or are you a journalist? Here in France, some people wrote on Twitter, X, that you're not reliable about Olympique de Marseille. What can you answer about it?
All right. First of all, I'm here representing myself.
Okay.
All right. I'm a football fan since more than 30 years. I'm actually a physical therapist.
Okay.
Orthopedic. This is my real job.
Okay.
I'm good at it, but I don't like it.
Okay.
I like football and I like journalism. So just to make it short story, I was during the epidemic, Corona epidemic. Remember the curfew, the quarantine. We were away from everything. We stayed at home. So my brother just came from Canada.
Okay.
He stayed with my father home. I had free time, so I practice. You know, when you are busy with work, you don't have time for your hobbies.
Okay.
So I said to my brother, we're talking football every day. Let's do a show and let's do a podcast.
Okay.
So at that time, there was talk about Newcastle, PIF, ownership. So I decided to talk about, translate all the news from UK to the fans in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
But what happened really, the fans in UK interested in my show. So that's why I'm popular in Newcastle, UK.
Like Marseille fans in my show.
Yes, of course. So at that time I decided to be credited. I joined, I write articles.
Okay.
I participate in a podcast show in England with journalist Steve Ray.
Okay.
Yeah, and the media person. And also I start, now I have 6th season in Newcastle with Al Walid.
Okay.
It's name Newcastle, focus on Newcastle, but I talk a lot all of football matters, especially with a huge transformation in Saudi Arabia regarding sport, investing in sport victors. The 30 million Saudis, most of them, their favorite destination is France.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And Prince Abdulaziz, brother of Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince, lately in some conference with Mr. Macron, he said, France is a home for us. I understand the trolls. Trolls?
Yeah, trolls. Lots of in France.
Trolls. I have a lot of trolls, but I understand that. I'm not angry. I have the similar situation with the Newcastle fans at the beginning.
Okay.
Takeover will not happen. But I insisted it will happen for one reason, because always BIF, when they try something or want something, they have it.
Today, how do you earn money? As a journalist or as a physio?
Okay. Yeah, of course I'm a physio. I work in biggest hospital in Middle East.
Okay.
National Guard Hospital, and I've been there like since 15 years. But in my free time, I write articles, I do podcasts, I appear in channels over the world, I participate in podcasts. It's like more than a hobby, but I did some accreditation, as I said. I'm a member of Saudi Journalism Association. Also from the media governance, I am a content creator. So I'm licensed. To be honest, here journalist is not it will not pay the bills.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. And a lot of journalists here, and the competition is so high. But my way is like, I like more interesting subjects.
Okay.
I don't like injury players, normal news. This is boring for me. I like the big stuff.
Okay.
So I notice you since while. I see Thibaut, I see your Twitter account, and I see the Marcel fan.
So you did you follow my work since 2020 about my investigations, about the discussions between Saudi Arabia and the Frank McCourt group, and what do you think about it?
Yes, always news from while to while. For me, I live the same situation with Newcastle. It was like that. The problem with the fans, they ask, "This takeover will happen, Marcel? You want yes or no?"
Yes.
It's a procedure. There is rules in UEFA and France. It's steps after steps, especially with the owning of Newcastle. Need some stuff we're going to discuss. Like now, we have it. For separation, approved separation, the ownership, multi clubs. It's a lot to be done, and I believe there is a few steps being settled now with the BIF. So I'm sure, this is just my opinion, that when BIF very interested to have a French club.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's Marseille, but.
In France here, when we saw you talking about this deal freely, it was like a green light, because here in France, I'm the only one journalist to I made investigations about it. Lots of people denied it, and they thought there were nothing about this deal, and they think in French we call it a serpent de mer, like it's something which is here, but it will never happen, it will never exist, and it's like a dream for the fans and nothing else. Do you think it will be not just a dream, but the reality for Olympique de Marseille fans in the next few weeks, months, or anything. Where did you get your informations to have the freedom to talk about it?
Okay, this is a good question, Kibo. I speak honestly, freely. I'm not gonna lie to you. Freely, nobody give me any green light. We have this free speech, and regarding football, we can read. I have experience. I read it between the lines. I connect some stuff together, and you see there's some more been done. Now this, you saw BIF account on X.
Yeah.
Last night talking big video they published, they post talking about the Saidleri fund from BIF, and this is one of the rules to have multi-owner club ownership.
Yeah.
Multi-club ownership. One of them is having separate fund and separate inquiry, separate companies, separate staff and lawyers, and all this is as we speak. It's been done. Okay. So they are on the right direction to own, to invest in France. And buying a particular club, it's not like buying a baguette. It's taking huge steps and huge lawyers and big things. But there is obstacles. I'm happy here. When you like, I want to speak about the obstacles.
So you think nowadays there are obstacles? We can. You wrote the deal was locked on X. So what's the matter?
All right. Regarding ChatGPT, because it's always something lost in translation overseas. Gork and translation ChatGPT, it's not accurate.
Yeah.
So some fans translate my show. It has a lot of mistakes, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, we can say about the obstacles is the authorities in France. FFB, LFB, competition authority, dealer. Concurrence.
What did you say? Called?
Authority dealer concurrence.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know.
Marseille City Hall. This is inside the branch. Also, there is but I believe this is now. We are on these steps now.
Okay.
Especially with opening the branch of the BIF. And there is also the waiver. Waiver is very complicated.
Okay.
Regarding owning multi-clubs. And let's face it, Newcastle and Marseille, all big club. Marseille, it's not like a simple club, no luck in Champions League. No. Marseille is a very big club. And I think the only team win Champions League. So we'll see about tomorrow. Please, yes, enter. Okay, so I believe BIF now doing the same with like Red Bull and City Group.
Yeah,
they own multi clubs, and also like Manchester City and Girona play together in Champions League. There is some people believe there is Newcastle playing Champions League. No way you will have Marseille. But this is there is some rules, and it's getting better.
Okay.
It's getting better and easier.
But do you think
more than one club?
Do you think it will be the PIF for Olympique de Marseille, not just one entity like I don't know, Aramco or something else? Because PIF is like a giant map with lots of business, big societies. So you can put whatever you want to own Olympique de Marseille, and it will be PIF will be the top.
The problem is like what happened with Newcastle. for example, what the high authority in UK Newcastle takeover got delayed for a while, for like almost 2 years. And we try to investigate and know why. One of the reasons that the officials want BIF to buy Tottenham Spurs, not Newcastle.
Okay.
But BIF do the economic study and they saw that the investment is better with Newcastle for many reasons. Mr. Yasser Rumayyan mentioned it in some podcast before, that Newcastle regarding investment was better than owning the opportunity of have like 80% of Newcastle was better with having like 65 or 70 from Tottenham, because Tottenham they have a lot of debt. So I believe the pressure maybe, and just speculation here, the authority in France maybe, of course they want investment in football, they want of course investment in sport, but the opportunity are different. There is Nice, there is Monaco, Lyon, there is different clubs. So it's not, of course, Marseille, of course, it's the first target, but maybe will be other clubs who have better condition and easier, and also the owner.
Okay, so
it's big important people. If you allow me just this part, because I don't want to forget it, there is competition between owning club and America.
Okay.
If you see American, they have more than 20 clubs in Europe. And McCourt, Mr. Frank, he owned Marseille. And he's American, and he worked with the governments regarding Liberty Project. So it's not easy to get a deal maybe from American owner. But lately, we noticed some steps from south to south.
Okay.
From one ownership company to multi-ownership company. This will allow investors to invest in Marseille in the future. But I believe if this happen, this take over, it's depend also on the share.
Okay.
Investing like 30-40%, it's not allowed to make big decisions.
Yeah.
And the club, I believe BIF want more than.
Not interesting.
Yes. And France talking about the details of the.
Yeah. About the papers, yeah.
The branch, and now it's effective. So every summer we notice different steps being done. So my opinion, I believe maybe next summer it will done. This is just opinion.
What do you think about Mr. Turki Al-Shir, who's going out from Almeria to go in England? Maybe could it be the right man for Olympique de Marseille?
I believe so, but as the news, as we read, His Excellency Turki Al-Shir want to invest in Premier League.
Okay.
So Millwall News, Southampton, there's still no specific, but it's in Premier League. But with BIF different. BIF they working now on this branch of BIF, Saint-Larry branch. They went to sport investment, and with SRG Investment Sport company in Europe. This is of course, we'll have multi-ownership. This is one of the goals. Here, a lot of change in Saudi Arabia regarding sport sector.
Okay.
I believe owning a French club, it will happen soon. This is my opinion. Depend on some stuff we say. The steps are the obstacle getting rid of as we speak.
Okay.
It's a huge process, and I believe we are in the midway.
Okay. Finish midway. Okay. But when you talk about finish midway, for French fans, they are afraid. It can be 2 years. But you don't know.
Good stuff will not happen easy. As I said,
yeah.
There is rules in France. There is rules in Europe.
Yeah. Of course.
Also, the ownership opportunities.
What?
I believe one thing I would like to say, and if you allow me to Newcastle, with it, I will tell you something. BIF withdraw from Newcastle at the beginning. Complete. But they get back on. Marseille fan are very, I really respect them. They talk about this daily. And I believe that we talk more, especially with mention with BIF account and X. I believe this will help this takeover to happen. With the direction from BIF to buy Marseille regardless the obstacles.
Yeah. According to my...
Because BIF, they invest not just the passion, but we all know Marseille is #1 fan base in France.
Yeah.
This is, I believe, something BIF like.
According to the information I got in 2022, there were political problems between France and Saudi Arabia. And now, in 3 years after, in 25, the problems between those countries are behind us. So it's a very good opportunity for both, and for French football, of course, and for Olympique de Marseille, because the takeover of Olympique de Marseille can be a new hope for French football, and the good thing for the city too. But according to you, if it's the PIF here in the south of France, do you think the project will be like a Newcastle project, Paris Saint-Germain project? Do you think President Pablo Longoria could stay at the top of the club or no? What's your opinion?
Okay, PIF authorities, they are very wise. They put the fans and the tradition in top priority. Okay. There will be a change in financial, change in getting players, but the tradition of the club, it will be, if not the same, it will be better.
Yeah.
So there is no like now, Newcastle, most of the fans are happy.
Yeah.
If not all.
Impossible.
Yeah, lots of change of tradition. The fans not angry, always be concerned if there is, we want a new stadium or not. They take some questionnaires.
Okay.
They treat the fans very, very right.
Yeah, I saw.
You don't want to upset anyone.
Lots of people send me questions. One question from a fan. Will you come in Marseille in the next few weeks or few months for a meeting or whatever?
Yeah. Someone offer me to come, I will come. Yeah.
You
know, Chico, one of my dreams. I'm trying to be very honest regardless. Hopefully, if this takeover happen with Marseille, I wish Marseille officials who hired me in the media somehow, and I'm ready to move to Marseille.
Okay.
Because as I said, I don't like my job as political therapist. I love football, and I would be honored and happy if I move to Marseille and work there and sport with you.
Okay, it would be a great honor and a great pleasure to make other videos with you in the next few weeks, because it's very interesting. It's very important to be open to the world. You were on SSC TV, Saudi Sports channel few hours ago. I just saw you on a video on X.
Yes, we have the biggest final tonight. Al-Ittihad and Qisr Qadsiya came kicked up, and they was there in SSC News to talk about it.
Okay.
And if you like to read between the lines, SSC owned by who, you know?
SSC is owned by PIF?
Saudi Sport Channel. Yes.
Yes. Yes. It's interesting. You can congrats our Ballon d'Or Karim Benzema for us.
Regarding Saudi, if I have to say, I am a Hilal
fan. Okay. I saw you.
I'm French, and I'm not just saying this. I support Marseille since Fabien Barthez, Fabien, Marcel Desailly. I like these players.
I saw you on social medias together with Madame Amanda Stavley from Newcastle, owner of Newcastle, with the Al Hilal, with no, not Al Hilal, it was Al Nasser boss, I think. So people, powerful people.
Yes, I'm happy, and my freelance work helped me to get to know a lot of people, and also they work in high positions in BIF. And it's not necessarily telling me stuff. No, they are not telling me anything, but I am trying, to do my best.
Okay.
And of course, you're talking about Mr. Majid Saror from Al Nasser. He worked with Newcastle and he supports us really. Also, I want to talk about my brother, my little brother Osam.
Yeah.
He loved so much Zinedine Zidane, and he supports France national team.
Yeah. Who doesn't love?
And, yeah, and we hear 2 years ago also that Zidane maybe become the coach of Marseille, take over heaven, if you remember.
Yeah, in 2023 or 22, one French journalist from France Bleu Provence, it's a radio in the south of France, who gave the information about the deal between Zinedine Zidane and Saudi Arabia. Did you have any information a few years ago about it? What's your opinion about it?
Well, to be honest, at that time, maybe it was something with something else. I don't really recall, but I read the news. I always up to date, but recently we saw as I said, the steps are doing. Done, and there's no smoke without fire.
Okay, interesting, nice. Thank you very much, Mr. Al Walid. It was a great pleasure to be with you here in this video. Pour les amis français qui nous regardaient, bien sûr qu'on a essayé de faire le meilleur sous-titrage pour vous. Si vous avez d'autres questions, et vous en avez forcément, on va refaire une séquence vidéo ensemble. Celle-là est déjà assez longue à comprendre, à reprendre, etc. ensemble. Il y a du montage à prévoir, bien sûr, pour pouvoir faire la vidéo la plus concise, intéressante, sympathique. Merci en tout cas de nous avoir suivis. N'hésitez pas à liker, partager, commenter. Bien sûr, ça se passe comme ça. Désolé de devoir le rappeler ici pour faire vivre la vidéo. Thank you very much to be here with us, and come back here whenever you want.
Merci beaucoup Thibaut. Bien avec Marseille.